getting cold here in WA. I'll get the fire started. I just made a video and it is so bad that I deleted it, and I'm going to do a new one. Stay tuned. Hi guys. I'm attempting this for a second time because I just did a video and it was so bad that I need to start again. Hi everyone, we'll try it again. This is Flosstube number 10. I'm excited I got to number 10. As I mentioned earlier in the intro, I did a whole video and I watched it back and I hated it. So I deleted it. Have you ever done that? You look at it and you go, oh my God. I don't know what it is. Like I did not like it at all. So I'm like doing it again. I don't want it to go too long, so Amber's walking past and I'm in a different room. I'm going to see if we can get some footage here. I've got the fire going. I've got my cute little Turkish lights on. The dog's barking, the bird's freaking out. We'll see how we go. I don't know if any of you guys saw on the Primitive Hair Facebook group, but she had some 28 count linen limited edition fabric that she put up, and I jumped on it as soon as I saw it because it's actually love letters from Henry VIII to Anne Boleyn, or Anne Boleyn to, I'd say it's more from Anne Boleyn to Henry. Printed on this fabric. It's only an fat 8, so 13 by 18 inch. And the lighting's not great because I'm in a different room, but you get the idea. It's like coffee stained. But I need to find something spectacular to go on that, and it has to be Tudor related. I'd love to put like a bust of Anne Boleyn or Elizabeth I on here. And we ran out of storage. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I might have to switch to the iPad or something soon. So this little beauty is from Primitive Hair. It's quite expensive though. That 13 by 18 piece of linen costs just as much as a fat half of hand-dyed fabric. So that's not cheap. Some of you also know, just moving this closer, that I'm doing the Sleigh by Nora Corbett. So instead of doing the reindeers, although I could still do the reindeers, they're on the cards, I chose to do, this is called Winter White Santa, and it's by Mirabilia. I seen a lady do this in the Mirabilia group, and she had the sleigh and this framed side by side, and it just looked awesome. Now with this, that little treasure you can see on top of the tree is actually included when you buy the chart. You don't have to go out and find that one. I'm wondering if they were discontinued and they started putting these in to the charts as they were selling them so people didn't have to worry about finding them. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that comes with the treasure you need for that, which I was pretty excited about. It's nice to get a little present inside a chart. Should do that more often, little sneaky treasure surprises inside the charts. Next is a new fabric. This is a new fabric from Cascade Fabrics. And it's in my shop and it's called Oasis. I've got it for that reason, because it's a mist dye. It's got these marks on it. And this is going to be one of those videos. So this new fabric is called Oasis, and it's really hard to see in this light because it's really, that light is really bright and making it a lot lighter than what it actually is. But there's a good photo on the website of that. Now, as you know, I don't buy a lot of stuff, so there's not always going to be a lot of haul. It's only going to be things that I'm starting pretty much that you're going to see, other than things like that, like the Amberlin fabric and new fabrics from my shop and new charts I want to start. Oh, had to start the fire going again. Whips. Fantasy sale. I have just completed the little dragon, and during that process I discovered that I hate stitching flowers. That's on an ice dye by Cascade Fabrics. Only 2 more to go, and that will be a finish. With this, just going back to it, I started the border. I kind of regret it because I think this would look great without it. But because I've started it and I don't really want to unpick it, I will continue with that outside border. But I'm not going to stitch all of the stuff that's inside those spaces that are charted. I'm going to leave them empty. I think it's going to look really busy with all of those stitched, especially with the fabric's actually quite busy as well. So I think I'm going to leave them open and leave them as empty spaces. Just see how that goes. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of stopping and starting this video because I'm just going to have to go and turn the fire down again. So, okay, this is what I've been working on this week. Oh, I love how this fabric looks in this room. I think I found a new room to do my videos because that is so good. That's exactly what it's like. It's called Dreams by Cascade Fabrics. It's up there with one of my favourites, of course. You know my logo, hot pink? I love hot pink. I know not a lot of people do, but I do, and that's all that matters. This is called Carousel Horse, and it's by Shannon Christine Designs. Now, I think in my last video, I said that it was out of the Just Cross Stitch magazine. That was not right. It was actually World of Cross Stitching, and it was the January 2017 edition. So that's that. All this, I'm sorry if I'm zoning out. I have had I've been living off about 4 hours sleep a night this last week because I've been so busy. And I know I look terrible and I know I'm really tired. And I just want to get through this and get it up because it's been so long since I've done a video. So all of this, the pole that goes down the middle of the carousel horse is metallic. The back of the saddle there's metallic. And his little hooves are metallic. And just going back to the stitching flowers, all down there is flowers, and that carries on to the next page as well. And there's flowers all in his tail or her. There's flowers all through this design, and I swear to God, I have made a mistake in every single flower. So flowers are not my thing at all. But I'm loving how this fabric looks in this room. I think this is the new video room. Next is, I'm just keeping an eye on that camera because I don't want it to turn off on me again, is my 6 Wives of Henry VIII on Gold Digger Old Map Style fabric by Colour Cascade Designs. I have just finished Catherine Howard. I changed her around a little bit. I never use French knot, so it's all beads. And I backstitched the outline of her dress because it's charted in the 3685, that white, and it just doesn't pop on the fabric. I should have changed the colour. But I was like, probably sat down after a big day and just started stitching and got halfway through and went, oh, this doesn't even stick out. Like, so I decided I'm not unpicking it. I'm not changing the colour now. I'll just backstitch the outline. They've all got to be a little bit different anyway. So, and another thing I changed is, again, same with Anne Boleyn. I changed it from executed to beheaded, because she was. So I've only got Catherine Parr left to do and the actual words Henry VIII down the bottom, and that will be finished. So I'm getting close to quite a few finishes. I'm getting excited because the more finishes I get, that means a whole heap of new starts. And you know I've got a whole heap of new starts just sitting there ready to go. Next one, Death by Cross Stitch. There's a bit of cotton, which I need to put back around there. Now this, I hope this shows up just as good because it'll be a first, won't it? Every other video it's showed up red. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Perfect. I've done the first page. See, that's gone back to the red that it usually shows up. Finished that first page. I have to say that border design, oh, that got annoying. I'm sure there's parts in this design that everybody don't like. Not that they don't like visually, but stitching wise, monotonous. You have to get it right. If you don't get it right, it sticks out like dog balls. Sorry, but you know, you have to get that right. Otherwise, you'll be unpicking and starting again. Also, I'd like to just say thank you to Bonner, the Twisted Stitcher, for the video on the bags. I'm sure I mentioned it in the last video because I did show the bags in the last video. And if I'm sorry, if I didn't mention it, I got these from Bonner, I'm sorry. I meant to. I'm sure I did though. I actually did a video in my Facebook group and got all of the girls to go and check out Bonna's blog as well as her channel. I think it's a great resource for us, stitches, and it's a really good place to go when you want to finish a project, but you don't want to just frame it. She's got a lot of tutorials there, and I'm almost certain that I watched her video about making a pillow, and that's where I got the idea to finish the la-di-da one that I did with the big shoe, and I finished that into a pillow. So what is in here? This is what's going to be a new start. I said this in the last video that I wanted to start the Main Street series by Country Cottage Needleworks. I dyed, it's actually 32 count, which I've never stitched on before, so that's going to be interesting in itself. But I dyed a piece of Silver Springs, and if you can see these doors, there's double doors there. I'm hoping that when they're framed, that whole space above there will have this up there if it fits. I'm doing one big long street. I'm not doing 5 on top, 5 down below. I will insert a picture here of the piece of fabric laying on the floor, of how long it is. The actual designs are not going to be that long. This is just an end of the bolt that I had, that I dyed this colour, so I'm just keeping it in one piece. I haven't cut it down to size. I'll do that when it's finished. So I'll insert that here. Yeah, nice and long. I'm really hoping that it fits. I haven't measured that area yet, but if it doesn't fit there, there's plenty of other spaces to put it. As you can see, I have long pictures on the walls anyway, so there's plenty of room. I haven't got hardly any cross stitch on the wall at all, actually. And here is another favourite. This is called Femina. You have to excuse the dog. She's standing at the window looking at me, barking. I've just fed her, so she's not hungry, she's just being annoying. She's really old now, and she's a pit bull, so she's not going to stop until she gets what she wants. So this is my weekend project. So this is what I'm going to stitch on every weekend until it's finished. I have to admit I have skipped a few weeks of this because I wanted to get the fantasy sale done, and we went away one weekend and I didn't take any stitching with me. So I've really only got the bottom bit to do, and it's not even the whole half a page. So we're not far off that one, but that will look stunning. That's all beaded, and it's got, these are DMC in variegated. That middle rose is in the magenta beads. It's like a hot pink bead. So that, there's another finish soon if I get my butt into gear. Here's another bag. I love this one. This has got to be my favourite. A skeleton with the top hat. And you know, I saw the top hat first, slash. Then I saw the skeleton had a tie on and a cane with the top hat. So I have to have that. And the inside fabric I matched as closely as I could, which is showing pink in here, but it's not. It's actually red to his tie. Now that bag is for the carousel horse. Where's the children? Last but not least, we have the sleigh. And again, another one that's not far off finished. Since you saw this last, I have put all of the beads in that back half. So I just need to do the front. Wow. It's not going to stop. I think that's it. I just do have a few other little things to show you. Some of the fabric, not cross-stitch fabric, some of the fabric I've been collecting that's been on special when I go to the shop. So more skeletons. You know what these are going to be, don't you? These are going to be more project bags for me. I'm not making I'm making them, but I'm not making them to sell. These are all for me personally. I do not have time to make project bags to sell. I'm busy enough as it is. But all of these, there's a place in Western Australia called Fabric Traders or Textile Traders. I'm pretty sure it's only a Western Australian thing. But they had fat meters of these pre-cut fabrics for $9, but they were actually marked down to $5. So I grabbed a few. I have no idea why I picked these. I just think the colours, I just liked the colours in them. They didn't have a lot of skull type stuff at this shop. So they might look good on the inside of a bag or they might be on the outside of a bag, who knows. And I showed this one before, but I got more of that because skulls. There is also this gorgeous fabric, which is that design, and there is also this. I really like this. It's just, I love old-fashioned stuff, so that really appeals to me. And of course this one. So that's pretty much all I have to show you. I wanted to, next time, because I don't get a lot of time to do this, and this time I've had to sit down and do it twice, and then I have to watch it, and then I have to edit it, and then I have to upload it. It's so much time, and because I don't have a lot of time, I'm actually thinking I'm going to approach my videos in the way Emily does from Eclectic Possessions. I really like the way she does her videos. I don't know if Emily watches my videos. I'm not sure, but if you do, Emily, I think your videos are amazing. Also, a funny little coincidence. You said that your partner Jim had a mohawk when you met him. My partner had a mohawk when I met him, and I lived on the other side of Australia from my parents. So the photo I sent home to my mum and dad of my new boyfriend when I met him was this punk rocker with a mohawk, and yeah, they were really impressed. But yeah, he's in a punk band. Well, he was up until about a year ago. They'd been going for about 10 years. So if Jim wants a CD, let us know and we'll send you a CD. But yeah, I want to do the partner tag with him because he is so clueless on all of this stuff. Well, I think he is, because I swear he doesn't listen to a word I say about cross stitch. It will be funny. Yeah. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in listening to some Perth punk rock, I'll send you a CD. We've got heaps. Anyway, I guess that's it. I'm going to go see how this uploads and how it looks in a new room, because it looks good on the camera, but you never know what it's going to look like. I'm sorry about the dog.